All right. So, you all, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Stream. Let's get started. Players, let's get started. You all are just a random collection of nobodies, and that's the game. You guys are just nobodies. Yeah.
Sweet.
Through various means, through various connections, through various means of getting here, you've all had a really strange journey. Some of you more strange than others. But you all arrive in the small town of Oakhurst, which hopefully you see on the map. The village of Oakhurst. It's a pretty nice little population. Got around 900 citizens or so. It is dominated by, or I wouldn't say dominated. That sounds a little extreme. I'd say it's ran by a one mayor, Werner Lang. There's a couple of there's a couple of inns. There's a couple of not a couple of shrines. There's in fact only one shrine. There's a couple stores. This place does have a blacksmith, which, if you note, there is not a blacksmith in every one of these outlying towns. You all came here for the reason of...
Did you say there was a blacksmith?
Yes, there is a blacksmith here.
You and your fucking blacksmiths.
Hey.
Actually, I don't know you yet, so never mind.
Y'all don't know each other. So you all came here for the sole reason of meeting up with Lady Hucriel. Lady Hucriel, who you will come to meet.
Are you
from what you've gathered from all these people, she's basically sent out a job for a search and rescue team to retrieve some family members of hers. So, in order of this little roleplay warm-up, we're going to have you guys introduce yourselves, introduce your characters, discuss what you look like, things of that nature. So, first off, the first person to get there is a one Jack Dorn.
That's
Jack
me.
Dorn. Yeah, Jack Dorn, you are a half-elf, but please describe who you are.
Right. I am a half-elf. I am 25 years old. 28 years old, sorry. Just your average half-elf, not particularly lengthy or not short or anything, just an average half-elf. I look more human than I do elven because I take after my father in his appearance. I've got a goatee, which is uncommon. My ears aren't quite as long as those of common elves, but they are longer than those of humans. I wear a pretty interesting robe, I suppose, like one that will stand out in the crowd. It's very red, which is my favorite color because it is the favorite. It's the color of my favorite wine, which is red wine.
Fine choice.
Yeah, I worship the god Dionysus, even that's how I pronounce it, who's the god of mirth and wine. I also get a little bit lost in drink sometimes, just a bit of a drunkard. Nothing too bad. I mean, I'm an elf, so I can hold my drink pretty well. But I'm also part of the Alchemist and Apothecaries Guild, which is why I ended up in this location. I came originally from Hackbefore to the north, and I was on my way to a city to the east, and I passed through this area, and then things happened.
Things certainly did happen. For that excellent description of yourself, you can go ahead and mark yourself a little bit of inspiration.
Shit.
So yeah, you're walking into the city of Oakhurst and just asking around. You can definitely find the noble house of Hucriel. So you're heading on your way there. Next up is a staunch little man. Well, I wouldn't know if you call him a man or not. Some people like to prefer to as halflings. Some of them don't. It's up to them. Personal choice. So yeah, Damien Rue. Let's find out what's up with Damien Rue.
Yeah, so Damien, he's got kind of like a Clint Eastwood look going on about him. Except obviously a little bit more squished because he's a halfling.
just a little bit.
Yeah, so that's like the best sort of comparison. So he's not a young buck He's seen some things. He's 90 years old, 3 foot tall, and he weighs 50 pounds. So yeah, he's very small, and he's a rogue. He wears dark green leather armor, and he has like a black cloak, the classic sort of rogue look.
Classic.
And he spent the last few years of his life making a lot of money gambling on fighting, and kind of doing a bit of work here and there for some shady people. But he's not all that evil. He's got a good heart still, and he's decided to come to this town to make a bit of money. He's heard of an opportunity, and he wants to take it up.
Indeed, the promise of gold definitely caught your eye, and for that excellent description, you can mark yourself a little bit of inspiration.
Thank you.
Just a little bit.
And last, and maybe least, to be determined, we have a one, Perrin. How do you pronounce that last
I was
name?
going to go with Abara.
Abar?
Yeah.
All right. Perrin Abar?
Yeah.
Well, what's your deal?
I came from the south end of this continent. I was raised in a blacksmithing family. Simple life, but as I was growing up, I figured that I would want to see the world, and I joined. A war was breaking out, and so I joined the country's militia. So it's not exactly a heavily trained army, but doing so. I ended up losing track of my parents when I returned from the war. Whether they were kidnapped or they became refugees or what, I don't know. I could never find them. After years of searching, I gave up. I joined a couple mercenary groups to make a living. I ended up learning. I ended up expanding my blacksmithing repertoire by smithing for the mercenary groups during the free time, making armor and weapons. But I really strove for the life of some peace and quiet in the northern half of the continent didn't have nearly as many wars. So I decided to go travel there, see if I can make some money and open up a blacksmithing shop on my own. I want to return to those quiet days. So I headed north and north and north. I just kept on going. So I made it to the town slash city of Horath, and it was there that I met a blacksmith by the name of, sure I can remember it, Zarloris, who helped train me even more. He was a dwarf blacksmith, very accomplished man. So I trained under him for a couple months. He felt it was time to move on my own, and he told me of his experience about how the easiest way to gain some capital is to go out and do some quests, like quest type things in the area, local areas. And he mentioned one that was in this town of Oakhurst, and it might have a little bit of reward to it. And so I decided to head south and see if I can make some kind of capital. So hopefully one day, open that blacksmith shop.
Yeah, the get rich scheme
Yep.
is definitely a rough one. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
But, you want it bad. So
Yeah, my character's age is Perrin is 35 years old.
Yeah.
6'2", 200 pounds. Has that classic blacksmith build, very stocky shoulders. Got some curly brown hair. My most standout trait is my yellow golden eyes. It's not natural. I don't know how I came about it. It just changed over time. When I was with the mercenary group, they used to be a brown. But so I developed I'm a pretty hairy guy. I developed like a wolfish appearance. So I took up, as I was often referred to as looking, kind of wolfish. I took my insignia. I became a wolf's head on my equipment that I make, or any kind of ironwork that I did, whether it be from wheels to pots to whatever. My insignia became a wolf head.
Do you ever howl when you do anything good?
Just not when I do anything good. It's when I rage in a battle. I'm not a happy fighter. I'm a reluctant fighter, but when I do fight, I am a strong-willed man, and it is hard for me to stop. I carry around a blacksmith hammer as well as a blacksmith hammer to remind myself of what I am fighting for, and a battle axe to charge in with is my weapon of choice.
Yeah.
So I'm a fighter, and I'm here to help defend this group of adventurers.
Well, you don't know what group that is you're defending because you're walking
I
up
do not.
to the
Yeah, that's
estate.
true. That's true.
So, but yeah, for that,
I'm assuming I'm not gonna be on my own.
excellent little backstory, you can mark yourself a little bit of inspiration.
You got like a fucking 3 inspirations. That was like 4 times as long as ours.
Sorry,
love that.
I had a lot more time to prepare my character backstory than you guys. I apologize. If I
He
took a lot
said
more.
your guys' characters.
I apologize.
Verbatim. All right, so yeah, brought you over to the city of Oakhurst. You guys, it's crazy how this happens, but you guys all walking from different sides of the city, all managed to end up right in front of the estate, in front of the Hukreel estate, and what becomes separate groups of one. In the span of just a few brief seconds, becomes a group of 3. You guys lock each other's eyes. One coming from the east, one coming from the west, one coming from the north, and you guys are standing in front of the Hukreel estate.
Where is this real estate on the map?
It is this one right here. The left one.
Okay.
That is
I see it now.
cooler. Yeah.
Okay.
Greetings. Are you guys here to see Lady Hukreel?
Ooh, yeah. That's odd. So, did you hear about this contract?
Yeah, I met a dwarf in Dwarfshire, and he told me that apparently there's a lady here that has her kits. Her kits are missing or something along those lines, and she needs help.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's what I heard too. Yeah.
My God, that is quite the coincidence, isn't it?
Man, that is kind of a coincidence.
What about you,
Yeah.
Offling?
Yeah, I just nod my head basically. Don't say anything.
I saw you sneaking around there.
Yeah. I'm just here for the gold.
Ah,
Hey,
we're all driven by our own, aspirations. That's fine.
I think mine seems to be more closely aligned to this rogue here. I'm mainly here for the money, but to help out a lady find her kid, I can stand behind that.
All right. Well, you guys wanna go in? You wanna see if someone's home?
Sure.
Let's go.
I'll let you lead the way though. I'm not very good.
All right. Oh yeah, sure. That sounds good to me. I proceed to knock on the door.
Yeah. So basically, you guys walk up, and this is a beautiful estate. It's a 2-story house. It definitely has a humongous front yard, a humongous backyard, beautiful, well-kept garden and trees and flowers and things of that nature. You walk up to the front door and you knock, and you are promptly met with what appears to be a butler. He says, "Oh, let me lead you," and he leads you to a nice, beautiful waiting room foyer. That's basically, as soon as you walk in, you take a right, and you're sitting in this waiting room. You sit here for a couple minutes, like only 2 minutes, and you see.
I keep an eye on the halfling. He looks a little I don't know, roguish. So I want to make sure he doesn't start stealing things or anything like that.
Naturally.
I'm more brooding in the corner. Just waiting until find information. What is the lady that we are meeting? What is her name? I'm gonna write this stuff down so I don't
Lady
ask
Hukreel.
500 times.
Hukreel.
How do you spell that?
Hucreele.
Hucreele.
Rele.
So it's weird. Basically,
Okay.
you guys are just random adventurers, but then you all notice a common theme amongst yourselves.
We all have a notebook.
A small little journal that you all write.
Yep.
So what's the rogue doing in the meantime?
Yeah, I'm just writing him a notebook. Stay away from the red cloaked guy.
All right. So yeah, you wait these few minutes, and one very elegant dressed elderly woman walks in and greets you all and says, do not feel the need to stand. I will sit down." And she briskly walks over to nice chairs. She sits down and says, "Well, I know why you're here. So let's cut the formalities out of the way. Let's go straight to business. I need help. My niece and nephew left several weeks ago with some of their friends. They went down the road and they are not to be seen. They have not returned."
Do you know if they upset anyone before they went, or did they have any enemies?
No, nothing of that nature. I believe I know the cause of the issue. They traveled down the dirt path that leads to the Forgotten Fortress. Are any of you familiar with the Forgotten Fortress?
No, I'm new to the area.
Well, my character maybe no. Any roguish?
Roll me a history.
Mood?
Is anybody from around this part?
Me.
Ignore that. The top one.
Yeah. So yeah, you
She's
in
lying.
Fact, you in fact have heard of the Forgotten Fortress. Forgotten Fortress is ironically named the Forgotten Fortress. People obviously remember it. It is a fortress that stood here centuries ago. It was about 30 miles down the road from what you can recall from Oakhurst. It was a beautiful estate, ginormous castle. But then one day, from what records could show, an earthquake happened, and a fissure opened up in the earth, and this fortress sank into the ground, killing everybody inside.
Mm.
The reason why it's called the Forgotten Fortress is because people choose to forget about it because it was a very tragic affair. Many people died, and one of the main thoroughways down between the forest is simply not usable anymore.
It's a very ironic name, Forgotten Fortress, but every time you say it, you bring it back up again.
Yeah,
So it's not very forgotten.
Some people have taken to calling it the Fallen Fortress, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I suppose the name doesn't matter.
The reason you're here is to retrieve my niece and nephew. And their friends.
Friends, I was under the impression it was just one or two people.
No, it was a group of four. My niece and nephew and two others. They look like your type. They look like people who can fight. Put it simply.
What race is Lady Creel?
She is a human.
Okay, so they're
Yes,
humans. So.
Yeah, my niece and nephew are humans indeed.
What about their friends?
To be honest, I never bothered with them. I know it sounds bad to say, but
Yeah, that does sound. I mean, it's up to you.
You
It's your
know-
business, but still weird that you. I mean,
do you keep track of your parents' friends?
mostly, yeah.
Well, to each their own.
Mummy's boy.
You shut up about my mom. She's a very nice lady.
All right, boys, enough of this. I'm prepared to pay you a large sum for you to go and retrieve my niece and nephew alive. Or, should the worst happen, I'm willing to pay you for information about what happened to them.
What are we talking about?
Well, if they died, I want their rings. They have signet rings that they never took off. This ring has the family crest on it. If you can retrieve this, then I'll pay you some, but I will definitely pay you more if you bring them back alive.
Is there anything that we want to make sure we got the right people? We could, I don't know, we could get ambushed or tricked or trapped or whatever, is there anything that we would recognize them by to make sure that they are definitely related to you?
What are their names?
Oh, that's a good
Their
point.
names? Talgan is the boy, and Charwin is the girl.
But Taugen and Charween?
Charwin.
Oh.
Alright.
Well, in addition to the signet rings, their armor is adorned with family crest.
That's useful.
What is your family crest? I know it's probably, I just must have missed it on the way in.
Yeah, so you look around the room and you in fact do see the family crest. It is an oak built into the top of a hill, and there's some flowers spreading on the outsides of it. It's very lovely. It doesn't scream like menacing or combative or anything. It's just a nice oak tree growing out of a hill with flowers. Yes. So she says yes. 125 gold per person per ring that you find. If you bring them back alive, it will be double or more than double.
What about their friends?
Yes, I will. I'll pay for the friends too.
Alright, and what if they're dead?
Well, you can bring if you bring back proof of them.
Alright.
Then we'll talk about that then.
So it's 125 gold piece for the rings, or double or more, right?
Yep.
Or maybe double or more. What was that about double or more?
If you bring them alive.
Okay. Got a gold to strive for.
Yeah. That sort of money.
Yeah?
I don't mean to brag, but you can clearly tell I can spare the expense. Clearly. You're looking around this room in this manner. Definitely she is loaded. There's no shortage of wealth around here.
Alright. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm ready to roll.
Yeah. I'm still packed for my trip, so I'm ready to go when you guys are.
Yeah.
I don't know how long you guys have been here.
I've just arrived, but I'm good.
And we don't have any idea like why they died, why they got attacked or what have gone missing.
You ask her that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she pipes up. And... Personally, I think it was those filthy goblins. That's who I think did
But
this.
why do you think, like, what reason would they have?
The goblins, from what our sources say, they operate out of the fallen fortress, the forgotten fortress.
That's just like goblin size.
What?
They do something very peculiar. Once a year, goblins will come to our farmers to the south. I'm sure you've seen them. They will offer up a seed. And this seed, from what people can gather, is a magical seed. When you plant this in the ground, it begins to sprout. After several months of cultivating, the sprout, well, all of a sudden one day, it disappears. We have reason to believe that the goblins sell this seed to us. Then they come and steal it back.
I see.
How peculiar.
And your people have been falling for this for how many years? No, never mind. That's not what's important. Why again were your niece and nephew headed south towards this forgotten fortress in the first place if it was so dangerous?
They wanted to go there to look for answers.
For the trees?
For the trees, for the goblins. And maybe just to explore the place that has not been explored by society for hundreds of years.
All right.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's what it sounds like. So we should head off. What direction is this?
You cannot miss it. Remnants of the we are on the old road, but there's an even older road. You cannot miss it if you travel on the main road. There's a road leading south. It is for a little bit. It'll look used, but once you hit the tree line, it will become wild.
All right. Well, best be off then.
Yes, we better.
You will hear back from us soon enough, Lady Hukriel.
Okay. And yeah, with that, the butler escorts you out. Lady Hukriel, you know, she doesn't stand up. She sits down and she begins to. You can definitely tell just by glancing at her. She definitely has some lament. She's very deeply saddened by the events you're
Strong.
talking about.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, you guys are escorted out of the place. So what do you do?
Do you guys have any business you need to attend to in time before we leave?
No, I think the sooner we go, the more chance we've got of getting them alive.
Yeah,
I agree.
All right, well, let's head out then.
All right. So, following the road,
So it's 30 miles south.
roughly around. So yeah, you guys hit the main road, and then you of course do see where the road trails off, just right there. It passes by some farmland, and to the west, to the east, it looks like some land's being cultivated, like more houses are starting to grow there. But eventually, after walking for an hour, you hit a wood line, and you can definitely tell that the road is long since forgotten.
How long ago was it when they disappeared, by the way, again?
It was. She said several weeks. You didn't inquire anymore.
Oh, several weeks.
They've been gone for several weeks.
Yes.
Time might not be of the essence as much.
Yeah. Seriously.
Didn't miss that one.
Yeah,
That's
I must not have been listening very well with that either.
We should definitely still be careful though, and whether they're alive or dead, there's enemies nearby, I'm sure.
I'd like to stop by the blacksmith real quick and see if there might be anything of interest to him.
Are we already?
Are we already on the way?
Yeah.
Are we on the way? Okay,
That's
never
what
mind
you
then.
do.
No, you're good. Let's keep going.
All right. Yeah. So basically, you're walking out of town. You're like, man, I should have hit the blacksmith, but.
Oh,
Yeah, you're just like, and I just see you like just sort of
mumbled to
stomping the
myself.
ground. Yeah, and I'm like, what's going on? What's up?
Since I'm part of this guild, I want to expand my name through it. And if I could have found something for this guy, maybe it just increases my name even more so if there was something that he specifically wanted to look for in this place. But I'll just look for weapons, anything that can be smelted back down in iron, or maybe there might be iron loads on the way. But that was just me being careless.
All right, well, we'll definitely hit the blacksmith when we get back in town, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, sure we will.
If you get back.
Oh, we will. We will. We will. I say to the little voice in my head.
That little voice in your head.
That storm cloud overhead.
There's no storm clouds yet, but you can never tell around these parts.
Are we gonna reach the Forgotten Fortress today, or are we?
You feel like if you had someone well traversed in the outside world, like a person that ranges, like a ranger, you definitely feel like you could have gotten there in a day. But because the terrain is so rough and you gotta skirt around, it definitely feels like it's gonna take more than a day to get there.
We had an RSVP.
Hashtag punished.
Yeah, this is a board game.
We had a fellow companion of ours ran into some difficulties on their journey here, and will not be able to join us.
She did indeed. So, you guys just what pace are you guys moving at? Are you guys moving at trying to keep with a faster pace, a normal pace, or a slower pace?
How far is it again, and how much do you move with each one?
So in normal terrain, you'd be able to move 24 miles in a day.
Okay.
But because this is a difficult terrain, it's going to take a little bit longer. With fast, you'd move 30, but you're also, once again, in difficult terrain. And with slower, you move 18.
I suggest, since time might not be as much of the essence anymore, I might want to take it slow and be careful because there's goblins in these trees.
Oh, so you guys are gonna take it slow?
Yeah,
well,
I think
I'm asking the group.
I don't have to go too slow. I think just go for normal.
You want to go normal? What about what did you say, Perrin?
I've learned that sometimes in life you gotta take things slow and think about what we're gonna be going through. I think a slower pace to start with, anyway, is gonna be the logical choice. We don't want to sprain any ankles. We don't want to hurt ourselves, especially in this dangerous forest. We're going to lose sight of the track at some point, probably. Just if we go slower, we can keep better eye on which direction we need to go, and we can be smarter about this journey. That's what I'm afraid of, is a good mistake to start off our journey.
Well,
I didn't get to the ripe old age of 90 making mistakes.
I think if we implore a democracy system, we'll take it slowly.
What's a democracy?
Oh, I'm sure they've heard of democracy there.
There's every type of government you could possibly think of is encompassed in this continent. There is dictatorships here. There is communists there. There's republics here. There's fiefdoms, jarls. Everything.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are going to take it slow. So by your guys' mental calculations, you can tell that it will take 2 days and change to get there.
Okay.
From the description.
How much would it take with normal pace?
With normal pace, you feel like you could get there. If you left right now, you could get there tomorrow.
Oh wow, that is a lot faster.
Tomorrow in the evening.
Yeah, tomorrow in the afternoon or evening.
I just don't feel like fighting in a dungeon while it's dark.
Yeah, like dungeons aren't dark.
I've changed. Let's go normal pace. Screw it. This halfling knows what he's on about. I think he is indeed fair.
Okay.
He's mature. I think.
Okay.
We should listen to him.
I'll follow your leads.
All right, let's go normal pace.
So, are you guys doing anything particular while you're just walking down, or you're just traveling down the road?
I guess I'm just kind of looking for any signs of distress, like it sounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Go ahead and roll me perception.
All of us, or just?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely scouting around.
Anybody who does. Anybody.
Yeah,
who
I'm doing too.
What the hell?
I got guidance on this.
Yeah. Perrin trips over a growing tree branch. Yeah. All right. Let me guess. You give yourself.
Damn dice.
I said it. You just didn't hear me.
He said it.
Yeah, I know. All right. So yeah, Perrin trips every now and then. Damien, you don't notice anything too standoutish. Jack, what makes you what stands out really is that at the very beginning, the forest has wildlife. It has noise. It has rhyme and reason to it. The farther and deeper you go, you realize this place gets wild. This place is definitely not normal, as it were. You of course have spent some time in some woods, but you've definitely never been in a forest that you feel like is this ancient or old or overgrown, as it were.
All right.
But you do not get attacked. You do not get jumped or anything throughout the day. And eventually it becomes nighttime. And by your guys' mental calculations, you feel like you'll get there when you wake up in the morning, a couple hours in. So how do you guys bed? Or how do you guys bed?
I'll take second watch when it's most dark because I've got dark vision.
Okay. I'll take first watch, and I'm going to, if anybody has any weapons that they need maintained, I'll be glad to oil them up and sharpen them for you.
Yeah, you can do that.
It's the least I can do for the group.
While I sleep.
Can you sharpen my arrows?
Yeah,
or our
sure.
bolts even?
Yeah, I've got a couple of my own that need to be sharpened, so sure.
All right. Oh, by the way, that is a question, Trevor. How many bolts do I have?
For what?
For
your
my
light crossbow?
20.
Yeah.
20.
20. All right, I've never added that, so I have to keep track of that.
And you get half back after each encounter.
Is it a
Well, it
specific
depends. It entirely depends.
specific name or just bolts? Are there any different bolts?
Just bolts.
All right.
Well, no, I mean specifically, it is light cross.
Okay, yeah.
Specifically.
Like crossbow bolts.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna want Perrin to just roll me a d20, please.
Okay.
Just a good old d20.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
And we get attacked by a Goliath.
And then a Goliath steps out the trees. No. So by order here it is Perrin takes first watch, then Jens, then
Jack. I'll have you
Jack.
Jack. My bad. You know his.
Who is this
long
Jens
lost
character?
brother.
Who is he?
Perrin, Damien, and Jack. All right. So it goes Perrin, then Jack, then Damien. On Perrin's watch, nothing happens.
Good.
On
I was just gonna say I'm gonna give back all the weapons for the guys on their next watch.
okay.
So
On
that,
Jack's walks,
they're ready.
on Jack's watch, the hours tick by. And roll me a perception.
I guess guidance on myself. It might be important too.
Perpetual
Well,
guidance.
Oh.
Alright. Well, that's really unfortunate because you feel, even though you're looking around, you definitely recognize the place. Let me, in fact, bring you over to the map.
Ooh.
we're definitely sitting in the same campfire we were
the-
sitting a second ago.
Sharpening of bolts or something. Does that do anything?
No, just maintain.
It makes you feel better.
Yeah.
So
it was
you can-
it was a lore kind of thing I was adding, the role playing thing I was adding. Doesn't it?
Okay.
So you guys are sitting there, and you hear the occasional ticks and creaks of branches and stuff like that. But you notice after maybe a little bit too late, some of these snapping branches just get a little bit too close to you, snapping little twigs, and you all of a sudden see right next to you this pop up.
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
So who's awake at this time? I'm still sleeping, right?
Jack is awake, and this thing rises up, or it slinks around the tree, and it's just staring at you.
This is a really awkward time for a bug cleansing guy to show up. I'll be right back. I'll let you guys handle this while I sleep deeply.
Okay.
So Jack, what do you do?
Hello? Can you...
It inquisitively this thing you can tell is clearly just made of branches, and it's just shaking all about, and it just tilts its head at you.
Is it an animal?
No. You upon closer inspection can definitely tell that this thing is made of little branches.
Does it look menacing? Does it look like it's aggressive, or?
It's just looking at you inquisitively. Just
I like try not to
making any
move. I try not to move like too much, and just like, hey, Key, do you understand me?
it's still cowering behind the tree, and it just looks at you.
I crouch down, like go on like one knee basically.
Okay.
Propose to it. No, I don't. I like try and like get a little closer with my hand stretched out before me.
Okay. Are you going to actually move closer to it, or are you gonna stay right there?
Yeah, I'll move. I'll move like over here. It's slightly closer, I suppose. Just like with my arm stretched towards him, just like I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to see what's going on.
It's still looking at you weird, like. Just...
Alright, get a little closer.
And what do you do?
Same thing.
You put your hand. How close do you put your hands?
I get like I get like up to it. I try and see just I keep going closer and closer just to see if if he responds in any way. But I'm obviously like on just ready to retract if he starts gnawing or anything.
All right. Well, it's a good thing you said that because it's time to roll me some initiative.
Shit.
Oh, are we still asleep?
Oh, you guys are still asleep. For sure.
Do you want us to roll initiative as well, or are we just gonna?
Indeed. Indeed,
okay.
roll initiative.
That makes sense.
With a fucking 3 as well.
All right. I'll just go ahead and roll his damn initiative. Jack.
Without the 2 people, not
he's
Daniel.
not Jack. He's Perrin. So. All right. He's sleeping.
Man,
so
Perrin
basically-
randomly wakes up.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, don't wake up.
No. All right. So basically, you inch closer and closer to this thing. It just inquisitively looks up, and it tries to just stab you with one of its thicker little branch needles. I think a 21 hits.
Yeah, just about.
And
Just about.
Just about.
just barely.
About. Yep.
This tiny little branch jets into you, piercing your skin, and it really hurts, and dealing 4 piercing damage.
All right.
And that, like it pulls back, and it's looking like it's trying to go at you again.
Do you not scream out in pain?
I scream now. Well, I don't scream. I yell backwards. Wake up!
Oh, what? What's going on?
And then I cast Sacred Flame on this
Yeah,
fuck.
Sacred Flame. All right. All right. So this thing, basically, since you're directly in its face, you put your hand out just in front of it, and it has absolutely no time to escape. This thing just blows up in a shattering, awesome little mist of twigs, just blowing up everywhere.
Shit. I don't think he was alone, guys.
That's not how you set a fire. What are you doing?
I found some firewood, boys. Well, since I'm out of combat, or sorry, not out of combat, it's still my turn, but I'm out of melee. I'm gonna move back here.
Okay. You do that.
Oh, what the hell just happened? Jack?
Some fucking branch thing, some fucking thing that made up of branches just came up at me. I tried to just get close, see what it was all about, and then it attacked me.
All right, that's enough for your turn. Let's move on to the next turn. All right, Halfling, you're down on the ground. You just woke up.
I'm gonna go up to this thing and poke it. Give it a little prod and see what it is. I want to investigate it.
And go ahead and roll me an investigation or nature.
Jesus.
It's a tiny little twig monster. Ugh.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna go hard then, behind this tree.
Okay. Roll me a stealth. All right. Yeah. You feel like you're blended in with the darkness. Perrin.
So I'm talking with Jack and Damien here. I'm like, guys, do we need to be worried? Do you think there's gonna be more of these things out here?
Definitely.
Well then, where's our campfire? You not set one up?
Did you?
No.
Okay.
Give away our position.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to come up and see what the hell it was that you just killed. Curious.
Roll me an investigation or nature interest.
It's gonna roll shit as well. It's a fucking
My
branch
nature's a -1 and my investigation is a -1.
thing. Pretty good.
Your
So-
choice.
Oh, that's bad.
You're looking at this thing.
What the fuck? You're looking at this thing.
So you're looking at this thing, and it's a tiny little construct. You can definitely tell this is totally unnatural. It's a tiny little monster. Just a creepy tiny little thing. It's about like a foot tall. And this one in particular has some blood on its right branch because from where it just stabbed your fellow party member.
So what I got out of that, because I heard noises in the distance, was this is a branch creature of some sort that has blood on it. It's a construct. Okay, so someone made it?
Yeah, someone either made it or it was made somehow.
You
can probably ascertain that it was magical means. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
All right, but that's enough of your turn. On these guys' turn. All of a sudden, swarming out of the darkness comes rising all these tiny little things and go. And you just hear this.
They have vocal cords?
I mean, they make a noise.
Okay.
You haven't heard them talk, but they just go. All right, but them coming out is their turn. So, go ahead.
Right. I cast Sacred Flame on the one behind the tree, top left.
Top left. All right. Roll me the damage. All right. So this one just rising out of the darkness, out of the trees and branches and the dirt. It totally does not see this coming and gets blindsided by a radiant.
Okay. I moved to hide behind the tree that he was just. Well, I don't actively because it would be an action, but I try to just sit back here.
Yeah. It's fine. All right. Damien.
Can I shout out something about giving away my position?
It would, yes.
All right. Never mind. All right. I'm gonna attack this one over there with my bow.
With your bow, all right. It's a little bit of a hard shot. He's around the corner, but it is still possible to hit him. So you can go ahead. You are at advantage because you're stealth. But you definitely don't need it. You hit. Roll my damage.
Nice.
All right, so your arrow hits this thing, and it just snaps in 20 different pieces somehow. This one arrow just explodes this thing. Every single individual branch just crumbles to the ground.
Good shooting, Tex.
I use my bonus action to hide again.
All right, roll my stealth.
Woohoo.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my god, fucking 7.
You are one with the tree, my friend. Perrin.
I am going to move back here with my companions. Where is the other one? Where the hell did everybody go? My ally. Oh, you're back there.
Oh yeah, it's real great, and from his perspective, yeah, you can't see.
Okay, I'm gonna stand here, since our halfling is sneaking. I'm gonna stand here and guard our cleric.
All right, yeah. So I assume you're on Overwatch.
Yeah, the one that lets me attack things when.
All right, indeed you are. All right, so these things begin to swarm up. One of these comes extremely close to the rogue, and he's actually going to try and not try. He's just gonna. But he does not. So basically, one of these guys literally runs past you. And totally misses the halfling and runs up in your zone of threat. So you can go ahead and roll main attack.
Dun, dun.
That hits. Roll my damage.
Fucking battle axe, nice.
All right. Yeah. Basically, this thing's coming up. It's flailing its little twig arms, and then you just uppercut it and just like golf, you just splatter this thing.
Nice.
But this opening does give an opening. The other branches just run up and are trying to get to you.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Did you do anything?
No, they spent their turn like literally running up to, like running.
Halflings don't have night vision, do they? Or dark vision?
They do not.
Yeah, someone asked that in chat. Right. So they moved up. I cast another Sacred Flame on the one to my right.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
You tickle it.
All right, well, yeah. So this thing was totally unprepared. You catch it off guard, but your flame basically hits the ground and only gets a little bit of flash. This thing is actually still standing, but only just. A whole bunch of the twigs shatter off from its side.
All right, I'm gonna move. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move over here.
All right. Damien.
Right. Can I? Am I in range to stab this guy in the back from the?
You are indeed. And he totally does not see you coming.
I'm gonna go for the stab and the.
Yeah, let's see it. Oh, definitely.
Oh.
Definitely. All right, so basically, this thing's just like trying to flail around. Ooh, and that sneak attack. Ooh, sneak attack. All right, so yeah, basically this thing's flailing around in front of the heavily armored man, and then you just go up, and it's actually easy for you to shank this thing because you are lower to the ground. It is 1 foot tall though, so you still have to like stoop down with your arms, but you shank this thing and rise it up, and the twigs just shatter into pieces.
I had again.
All right, Perrin.
Well, since the guy I'm protecting just ran randomly off, I'm going to hit this gentleman.
You're
Alright,
protecting me well. You allowed me to run off. Oh my god. Oh my! A fucking crit and like a 1 at the same roll. That's crazy.
That's
20 and a 1.
All right.
Does that hit?
I think you hit.
Oh dear.
How do you demolish the thing?
This is only a foot tall. I'm just gonna definitely take a big fine step on. I'm just gonna flatten my blade and just swing it down.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Crunch it.
Yeah. So basically,
Crunch
you bring the blunt side down. Basically, you bring it down, and it tries to hold up its hands to like try and resist, but then it just meets even quicker, and it gets smushed into oblivion. And as your axe bounds off the ground, you see twigs just fly in all separate pieces. There is just this thing used to be like, from what you can tell, hundreds of twig little branches, but now it's even more so. There's just tiny bits just explode everywhere. It is for sure dead.
And then I'm going to try. Can I move still since I haven't moved yet?
You can, but you feel like this guy could probably try and get a little shank on you.
Which guy?
Yeah, you can't see him. There's a guy still behind.
He's just around the tree.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was behind that tree.
All right. Well, this guy's gonna take up the mantle for his fallen comrade here, and he's gonna just try with his pokey little needles just try and shank you.
See you try.
But he basically he stabs into your armor and it just rebounds off. Ding. Nothing happens.
Good.
All right, Jack.
I go for another Sacred Flame.
Roll it.
Wow. It might still die because I was already hit for 2.
No. You feel like this thing on a scale of 1 to 4, you feel like this thing's at a 1 now. That's what I'll tell you.
Oh, Jesus
Get
Christ.
it together.
So basically, this thing it tries to duck out the way, but once again your flame hits the ground and only a little bit of splash hits the twig itself. And yeah, this thing's barely held together by whatever magical construct. Damien.
All right, I sprint out of the bush, and I go to stab it in its spine,
Let's see it.
like its lower back.
Oh yeah, let's see it. yeah.
You mean they're a ranger anyway?
Yeah. How do you finish off this poor little misunderstood creature?
Yeah, just right in the lower back.
right, so yeah, basically this thing, it doesn't resemble necessarily a human, but it does have legs and it does have arms.
Okay.
But the main torso is really big, but then it does come down into a small spine. Your rapier just sticks through the spine, and you just wiggle it about as soon as you stab there, and basically the it's just dancing on your blade, and the twigs just fall left to right, and they are all dead.
Well, good job there,
Anything
guys.
Yeah, well done, fellas.
Oh,
Can we move?
good first
Perrin.
teamwork exercise.
Perrin, what are you doing on your turn?
All right.
Oh, we're still on with initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Since I can't see diddly squat, I'm just gonna move out here, back to the original. And stay on Overwatch. Hopefully, I can attract the other one. If there's anything else out here.
All right. Jack, what are you doing?
I want to look up the trees, see if I can see anything moving around in the branches.
Roll me a perception.
I cast guidance on myself.
No, you don't. Perception's your action.
Oh, right.
Gotcha.
Wait, wasn't I doing anything? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you look around. Well, you notice that there's no animals around. But you do not see any type of thing that wants to kill you.
All right. It looks.
But with your vast wisdom, I'll tell you this: if one of these things was chilling around, you probably wouldn't be able to tell if it wasn't moving.
Okay.
I'll say that.
There might be more around, guys, but I can't see anything right now. I'll also move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back here.
Okay.
That's me.
Damien.
We should make some sort of fire, I reckon.
See if we can attract the last of them. Sounds good.
Yeah, or at least we'd be able to see them easier. Yeah. Do we have any like sort of tools or anything to do that?
We all have torches and a
Yeah,
tinderbox.
torch and matchlocks.
Yeah.
Matchbox even.
I've got burglar's pack. I can't remember what's in that. Does that have a torch in it?
Yes.
Did you not add it to your inventory?
I just added. Yeah, never mind. Let me see.
Oh,
Yeah. I light a candle.
All right. For posterity's sake, I mean, facts actually. All right. So you light a candle. That is your action for the turn.
And
and
then,
he adds it to the map, I'm assuming.
I just lost a lot of my vision. I was able to see way more just now. Don't know what happened.
Well, you're hiding
Yeah,
behind
yeah, I
a freaking
can
tree.
see
You're
crap.
hiding behind a
I
tree.
know, but I had vision still, even with the tree, and now it's gone all of a sudden. I went into my inventory and I came out of it, and the vision's gone.
Ah. All right. So yeah, you light the candle. You doing anything else?
no, that's my go.
All right, Perrin.
Since I can't really see much anyway, I'm gonna go sit around the camp. I'm gonna go by the campfire and protect my rogue.
We don't have a campfire.
You don't have a campfire. You just lit a candle.
I stand by the guy that's going to attract everybody's attention.
All right, you do that. You wait around a couple seconds.
on
Nothing
Overwatch.
happened. You're out of combat.
Oh,
Woo.
I thought we were still in combat.
We just left it.
Oh,
You know, I do this so that you guys stop metagaming turn bullshit.
what are you talking about?
What?
Oh, it's initiative. We must be in combat.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's what initiative's for.
Yeah,
That's
exactly why I just did what I did.
Never mind. Right. Let's check these things out. See if we've got any loot.
Sticks on them.
I don't know how much loot we're gonna find, but
Maybe
If
like
If you're
we might-
going to loot these poor little creatures, roll me an investigation.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if they've got like any, I don't know, maybe scraps of clothing or something like that on them. Like they've attacked something human before.
Alright, well, just literally looking at them, you see that they are purely twigs. They're held up by twigs. They're held up by nothing else. There's nothing on them. There is nothing attached to them. They didn't bring anything. They're not wearing anything. They're simply twigs. made manifest by something. You don't know.
Well, I doubt these guys are all culprits
Yeah,
unless
probably
they
not.
kidnap them.
Well, do you guys want to...
Should we check the surrounding area?
Yeah, I'll.
Yeah.
You should take the candle. Perrin.
Okay. I'll see if I can attract anything's attention. Okay. I go over to him, grab the candle.
Alright.
I
You notice
guess
that
more
this
light.
candle doesn't really do too much, but it does a little something, but not too
There
much.
we go.
I,
There,
I'm,
nothing.
I'm staying behind Perrin as well.
Alright. So you guys spend... How much time do you guys want to spend looking for this?
5 minutes.
Yeah,
Alright,
not too long.
you guys spend 5 minutes, and you ain't find shit.
Alright.
Well,
I suggest we,
let's try and get some more sleep again.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Alright. Yeah,
Let's
you
go
guys
lay
head
by these
back to
twigs.
yeah, you guys head back to where you're camping. There's a whole bunch of just twigs now scattered all over the place. All over the place.
It's not worth worrying about. Yeah, let's try and get some Z's and get ready for tomorrow.
Maybe
day.
next time, wake us up if you see something in the woods.
I'll see what I can do.
And nap time.
Alright. You return to your watch, because that was in the span of a couple minutes, of course. So
Mhm.
it wasn't too strenuous. So that was Jack's turn, and then it is Damien's turn for the watch. So Damien, I want you to go ahead and roll me a perception. You don't
Great.
see shit. Alright, it continues on, and you are now...
Fighting an ogre. Oh.
Do I benefit from a long rest?
You all of you benefit from a long rest.
That does. Okay.
I
Alright.
lost HP.
Oh, you lost HP. Okay.
Yeah, you benefit from a long rest, so you get all the nothing you expended that fight.